What's going on, guys? Corey Bird here, storyboard artist. So, I have made the decision to make a change in my project Faceless. Uh, and what I'm going to be removing is simply the AI. I'm going to remove it. Because one, with me going through the AI phase, I'm tapping into something that is required for somebody else to do. And it's taking me longer to really produce what I need to produce. And it's just simple. What you see on the screen is my boards. These are my boards here. I did these all on Procreate. And then I said, you know what? I want to see how this really works out. I want to see if the characters I have up here I can put on picture because I can storyboard for days. But when it comes to really cleaning up an image, oh, it takes forever. It takes forever. Can I do it? Yes, but it takes forever. But with the process with us having AI makes things faster. But also with me trying to grow in the storyboard field, I said, you know what? This is taking me away from storyboard and now it's making me an illustrator. Somebody that's got to learn comic, how to do the boards, which I can show you. I'll show you right now what I got. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Like this one, prime example. This is just one image. This image is right here, right here, right there. Like these first two images, and then I added in the kaboom where I did have the words on here. Hold on, let me see some. All right, so I found it. I found it. Let's see. Okay. So, like, so what I got here is what you see on those sides, my storyboards, and then other ones where I took through uh software and just gave it the polished look. And I did pre-draw some of the characters. I haven't drawn all the characters yet because this is a mega story. But what I'm gonna do, um, I see another guy on Instagram. His name is Paul, um, and he is a storyboard artist. And what he has been doing is taking his storyboard skills and making his story. I did see that, and what he did was he had his story and he pushed it and he kept it in storyboard form. He just made it a little bit more polished. And I was like, man, you know what? I can do that. I'm gonna go through my boards and I'm gonna touch up the images, not to look like the finished one, but to give, if I was to give you guys the comic book, that would be the version you get. It won't be what you see like this finished version here. And I got a few more panels I did too, like the comic book styles like that, where the conversation is there, is had, um, stuff like that, where I went in kind of give it that comic book feel. And I said, you know what? I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna do it. I feel good. I love how everything turns out because it turned out the way I wanted it to turn out. And it took a long time just to make this part. But what happened was I was getting distracted from actually making the story. I mean, like doing the boards or whatnot. It's just simple stuff like that. So for Faceless, I'm not using AI. I will actually go to an artist and have them put their magic to it. And hopefully they can deliver on a way that is satisfying to the reader and satisfying to me. Um, but I will do my pre-drawings for my characters though, and we'll go based off that. Um, because I got like with Faceless, a thing. One, Faceless is gonna be different from any other comic that's out there because I thought about elements and different powers that can be pushed a little bit better. You know, you got your typical healing, you got your typical water, air. I got those in there. But also with these powers, they're connecting to the actual character too. Like let's see, let me see. Who we got? All right, so this guy right here, that's Bishop Void. You know, everybody got that guy that got a lot of money, and he wants to have everything to himself. And he just used to be a regular guy. But you know, what I'm gonna do with Faceless is most of my characters will have a backstory. So with me coming out with this first view here, this first series, it's just showing how we got here, and then we're gonna be going somewhere else. Um, and I even went as far as making a little animation to it because I just wanted to see it out. But I think it's more important for me to stay in the storyboard phase. I can still do the as far as some script. Um, so that's what I'm doing. That's completely what I'm doing. Um, I'm not gonna do no more to this. I think I stopped around. I did a few panels. I didn't do them all. You know. So yeah. So prime example, this guy right here in the gray. That's Dr. Ravnavar. Um, awesome. You know, I like how I came over this because he tapped into speed, but how he tapped his speed was like I would have never thought of that. That's where I'm at. That's why I kept pushing this so far because based on just one character, I just kept pushing it. Then I got these two down here. That's a couple right there. Um and their power was not power, but their gift that it was helping. And that's where Bishop Void comes into. Like in the backstory, it's gonna be where a time where it's just them two. How they went to school, they met each other, had the same vision, and they started a business together. And their business was to help the world. You know, help the ones that's sick, um, and healing. And they created a source that doesn't cost much, but and it does it quickly too. You know, and they built a big old empire, and then we got Bishop Void, his hating self. He don't like that, you know, because it's taking money out of his pocket, you know, out of his health division. You know, he got a health side too, but you know, we had somebody from the from the bottom come up, and he ain't like that. So and also, let me see where we at. If you can see him, let me go. Okay, got no clear picture on him. Okay, all right, we can say this guy right here. Yeah, this guy right here. Guess what? 13, 14-year-old kid, and his name is Sam. And he was gifted the power to know it all, see it all. But yeah. So yeah, that's the Oracle, know it all, see it all. And you know, which we know, we got Bishop Void, his hating self. He gotta have it. He gotta have that power. Even that story right there that I created from them two is crazy too. That's why I want to like really push. That's why I went this direction and pushing to see it. You know, but due to it is so big, I spent so much time storyboarding now. Like even when I started these, uh, it took me a while to do. It took me a while to do. Um, because I just get so wrapped up in it. I get so excited, and I got the whole Bible to this thing. Only thing I gotta do is like finish. I gotta finish the stories or whatnot. So yeah. So moving forward, no AI. No AI will be touching this. This is it right here. What I got right here is where it stops. Where it stops. No more. Um. Yeah. Which is fine. Which is totally fine. I have this right here. This what I got right here. I better use it. Continue using my references. Like how I've been doing. And hopefully, this story with my storyboarding, it can help me just like it helps Paul. That's why I like Paul, which I got his book too. I still got it. Y'all want to go? Y'all definitely gotta go check him out. Bam. There you go. Y'all can see that. I'll be sure to tag him in there. But yeah, like he's a big inspiration in, really going the lengths of the story. But I I think I missed it when I started adding in, because I thought of the story there. When I thought of the story, there was no AI. I wasn't thinking of AI. I was thinking about the story. So yeah, so I'm not gonna be playing many roles. I'm gonna just do my boards, create a script, maybe create a script. Because I know what's going on. I would know what's going on each boards, and and even like let's see. So how I started this was, you know, come down to the city, boom. Come to the city, boom. You see some feet right here that's actually pedaling down. Then you see another view where it's actually him in the ditch. Then as you see, he comes into the camera view and about to get on the ground. Now we switch that camera around. Now it's over the shoulder behind him coming out the ditch, and you just still see him, but you don't see him. You see Bishop Ward. See him reaching in, and that's where he grabs him. Now, so I originally had the stone in the head, but I felt like in the head I had to make his head bigger. So I ended up moving it to his chest. As you can see right here on Autodesk, like where you see him, because he did rip it out. Let's see what panel that was. That panel is... Yep, right there. That's where he ripped it out. I said, no, whoosh, pointless. And, I got the effect of like pulling out his chest. He took it out, threw him on the ground. He's back on top of the hill on of the ditch. He's reaching for it. He didn't kill him, but he taking his power. And even this right here got, like this Oracle Stone right here got, y'all don't know. So yeah, I got like where he's reaching. But I did change that because as he's reaching, it's reaching out of the ditch, that he threw him in. No, you pitch the stone in. Let's see. That is the next panel. Where you at? Eating a popsicle. That she just went and grabbed herself. No, that's where he drops it in. You see. So everything links up to how I want it, because I know how I wanted the image from the beginning. Hey, can you go? Go in there. Go. And he does the big roar or whatnot. So yeah. Like right here, I got the camera panning up. Like he's just panning up as he's growing more and more and more, swinging the camera view, you know, boom. So yeah, so that's where I'm at on this. Yeah, I definitely enjoy the whole process. You know, not against AI or anything, but it's just to feel that it's taking me away from what I need to be doing. And what I need to be doing is these boards on this story so I can continue getting better. And also with me working on my story, this is just what I feel. Me working on my story, it keeps me from going to find other things to storyboard while I'm trying to grow in this space as a career. And I want you guys to see what I got, you know. So yeah. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Thank y'all for watching the video. If you like it, subscribe, follow. It's more to come. And as y'all see, boom, I'm clearer, and you probably hear me better because, man, I had the device right there already near me. I had to get a mic though, because the other, you know, if you listen to the other previous videos, they were just, but you know, slowly getting better. But yeah, like, subscribe, follow. Let me know what you think about my process of moving forward with no AI. All right, peace.